What do Rio, Cape Town, and Denver have in common? I'd like to suggest that each of them provides us with reminders, prompts, for a very important part of our stewardship as Christians, a very part of whole life stewardship. If you enjoyed watching any of the Rio Olympics, if that included in particular the opening ceremony, you probably saw a presentation and quite a few references to caring for the created order, in particular, in their case, the Amazon, because that is an important part of the Brazilian landscape, indeed an important part of the world landscape. And whatever the worldview or the thinking might have been behind highlighting the importance of the Amazon, the fact is that we as Christians ought to care about the well-being of the Amazon and all the rest of God's creation. The most fundamental, in many ways, of all Christian beliefs, the opening of our scriptures is that in the beginning, God created. I asked what Rio and Cape Town have in common. Well, in the case of Cape Town was the site of the third meeting of the Lausanne movement. The Lausanne Evangelism and Mission Movement had its third meeting some years ago in Cape Town. And coming out of that came a document called the Cape Town Commitment. And I'd like to just read a few sentences from that document. We love the world of God's creation. This love is not mere sentimental affection for nature, which the Bible nowhere commands. Still less is it pantheistic worship of nature, which the Bible expressly forbids. Rather, it is the logical outworking of our love for God by caring for what belongs to Him. The earth is the Lord's and everything in it. The earth is the property of the God we claim to love and obey. We care for the earth, most simply, because it belongs to the one whom we call Lord. This caring for creation is not some kind of, fundamentally, not some kind of political agenda or social cultural agenda. To care for creation is to care for the world that our God, the God we worship, the God we follow, the God who we seek to honor and obey, is to care for His world. I mentioned Rio, Cape Town, and Denver. So we bring it a little bit closer to home for those of us here at the seminary. And the seminary is a part of something called the Seminary Stewardship Alliance, which seeks to encourage seminaries to advance the cause of creation care, to advance that through the curriculum, through what we do as a seminary, and to advance how we go about our work. Through a generous grant a few years ago, we were able here to purchase and distribute a number of these water bottles. And you'll see, you may be able to read there, it says, "Water wise, think before you drink." And this was accompanied by, as well, installing a number around campus, a number of water bottle filling stations. And this is something that was birthed out of our relationship with SSA and some funding we received from them, combined with funding that the President's office provided for this. And so each time we walk past a water bottle filling station or fill it up, we are not only conserving and expressing our care for water, but we're also saving plastic, the production and more importantly, in many ways, the land filling of plastic. These are not just popular or trendy steps. They actually constitute steps of discipleship, whole life discipleship, caring for the world that our God created and that our God still cares for and sustains. So let me invite you, as we use our bottles here, to ask yourself what you can do in your home. Rio, Cape Town, Denver, your home. What can you do as a Christ follower to care for his creation?